Well, if you are a fan of Captain America, you, along with probably everybody else on this planet, has tried to forget that time he was Nomad, where he wore some sort of weird cape contraption costume and looked absolutely outrageous. That Photoshop somebody did of what Nomad would look like in the MCU was pretty damn horrific, if I do say so myself. So let's talk about Marvel Studios focusing on Nomad in the future. So we have known for a while that Marvel Studios was working on multiple projects that were recently confirmed, from Ironheart to War Machine to various other things. Now, one thing that's been sort of in some sort of discussion as part of the MCU for years now was the alter ego of Steve Rogers' Captain America, Nomad, possibly making an appearance somewhere. And we know that they specifically teased it at one point as Steve Rogers becoming that character in Infinity War and Endgame, and they took a different approach. We saw a few concept arts of what they were going for, a more realistic, like militarized take on it, but nothing happened. Now, what's happened recently was a discovery that Marvel Studios has registered the trademark Marvel Studios Nomad, which applies to merchandise along with everything else that comes along with that, including live action. Now we start the speculation of what are they planning with Nomad. So first and foremost, I don't think this would be Steve Rogers returning. I want to make that very clear, which is why they never called him Nomad, because of that specific reason. They want to sort of use that somewhere else. Now, could this be tied into something spinning off of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Because that would sort of make sense. If a nomadic, somebody who's abandoned, all his allegiances to whatever government he fights for is somehow involved with it, that might make sense. Could it be a multiverse version of Captain America played by somebody else who's Nomad? That could also work, because we know they're going to bring in a character like America Chavez through the multiverse, so maybe she's accompanied by Nomad. I mean, that would work. So there's a lot of possibilities here. Maybe there's the idea of introducing him in Marvel's What If, for example, and if the character has a good enough response, spinning him off. I mean, maybe the Winter Soldier will officially abandon every name he's had and become Nomad after the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Maybe that's what they're going for, and they'll give it to him and he'll get a new sort of outfit with some yellow on it. I mean, it could match his arm then, because his Wakandan arm has gold that like shines like it's infused in there, which could be kind of cool. I mean, who knows? But definitely, if you're a fan of Nomad, all 0 of you watching this, get hyped! Nomad! Yeah.